Hello, hello, and welcome to Wildcat Football on NETSN. This is Josh Jared, and I'm here with Chris Brody tonight. And we are very excited to be at Wildcat Stadium here, where we're going to have a little scrimmage coming up. Whitehouse Wildcats versus the Gilmer Buckeyes. Chris, how are you doing tonight?
Josh, I'm great. You know, other than a little extra thunderstorm here at the end of the workday, you know, make things a little bit more humid. It's a pleasure to be up here. It's a pleasure to look down on the field and be reminded of why we love Friday nights in East Texas in the fall.
Absolutely, man. I agree with you. So this year we will be doing all the Whitehouse games, home and away. Again, we're calling ourselves Wildcat Football on NETSN. Tonight will be a little bit different. We're training. It is a scrimmage. The coaches have asked us to actually, they haven't given us rosters because all the numbers are mixed up tonight. For obvious scouting reasons, they don't want to give anyone an advantage. So we will not be calling out names this evening. We'll remind you frequently. Hopefully as you're watching from home and you're watching your nephew or your grandson or whoever you are able to enjoy and kind of figure out who they are. But we're not going to be able to name any names tonight, nor are we going to give away too many tips or tricks about Gilmer or Whitehouse. And so, but we're super excited. We've been waiting and preparing all summer, just like the Wildcats have. And yeah, we're ready to rock. We do have several sponsors. We'll be showing some commercials. Our sponsors are Rockmore Hardware, and they are a gold sponsor, and they are sponsoring touchdowns this season. So anytime there's a touchdown, we're going to have a Rockmore Hardware touchdown. And I get excited about that. Also, Jamie Whitley from Schilling Real Estate. Yes, that Whitley is a gold sponsor as well, and he will be sponsoring our halftime shows. So lo and behold, it will be the Whitley halftime show. His dad, of course, was the longtime band director here for over 30 years, Chris, in Whitehouse. And so it only seems fitting that the Whitley name would be tied to a halftime show.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. So what we're going to do right now is we are, as you can see, they're out there kind of warming up. They're supposed to get set to start here in a little while, and we'll repeat this. But the flow, Chris, do you want to explain kind of how the flow of the scrimmage will go this evening?
So what we're going to expect to see this evening is a period in which we're going to have set plays. I don't know where they're going to start from. I don't know if they're going to start at the 50 and go in, start at the 40 and go in, start at their own 35. But each team is going to take 15 plays. So what we'll see is we'll see the Whitehouse offense, first-team offense against the Gilmer first-team defense for 15 plays. And then we'll see the Gilmer first-team offense against the Whitehouse first-team defense for 15 plays. And then they'll repeat that with the second team. Whitehouse offense versus the Gilmer defense, and then the Gilmer offense versus the Whitehouse defense. Now, I said that, and I put it in an order, and it may not be that exact order. So
yeah,
we'll let you know what we're looking at here.
Yeah, we're going to kind of get to enjoy figuring a lot of this out with all of you. Again, we don't have a whole lot of information tonight, which is very intentional. So we're just going to kind of be watching along you and hopefully providing a good spot for you to watch. We've got a couple cameras going tonight, and we're training some of the fellas on the cameras. We've got Piper Jared and Nathan Barnes on camera tonight. Zach is here as our producer, and he's training also. So super exciting. We've got a lot of newness going on here, and we're excited about it. And, Chris, I do think that Whitehouse's defense is going to go out there first. But
seems fitting.
Yep, absolutely. So all right, so we're probably, I don't know, we're 10 minutes away. We've got a countdown on the clock until we'll start. We're going to go to commercial right now, and we will be back shortly. most recently in Vidor, and Coach Westerberg found him from there. And talking to Coach Smith the other day, he's really excited about the run game. It's going to be one of his goals this year is to get the fellas up front to really try to dominate the line of scrimmage this year and push some folks around. And so we're looking forward to that. Our defensive coordinator is Michael Wade. And, Chris, you have some more information on Michael Wade for us? Oh, Chris is – there we go.
I do. Sorry about that. Michael is native of Arp, Texas.
Born and raised.
Yes, sir.
Graduated.
And went to Sam Houston State University, played some ball there, and then came back to the East Texas area and started his coaching career. And he's happy to be here. What's interesting is these guys with the East Texas roots coming back home here, and some of them knew each other and knew some of the other guys on staff, and it wasn't necessarily intentional that they were going to be working together this year. It just happened to be one of those happy accidents. And so they said the camaraderie in the coach's office is top-notch. They're enjoying their time together and working out well together. Coach Westerberg told us he's got a good mix of some older coaches that are excellent at mentoring and some younger coaches who are learning the system. And it's going to be a couple of years with a bit of a younger group, he said. And they're going to be working hard to really establish the basics, get back to some sound offensive and defensive football.
That's right. Yeah, that's definitely the impression I got. Which is funny because Coach Westerberg is, by nature, he'll admit he's a bit of a gambler. He goes with his gut, and if he feels like he can get an advantage, then he's gonna jump all over. He's gonna go for it on fourth down, or he's gonna go for two, or whatever he needs to do, what he feels like. So that's exciting. Meanwhile, both of his coordinators are going to be fairly conservative, and so it sounds like that's a good mix. And I know specifically Coach Wade, defensive coordinator, was stating that he really wants to teach these kids sound fundamentals, and he wants to play a bit conservatively and just teach them to play up and down the field and not try to be too tricky or come up with too many things. But anyways, so we're excited about it. The team, it's going to be a bit of a rebuild, they said. We've got some younger players on the team. Just at first glance, I think the offense is going to have roughly 4 or 5 seniors starting. And then on defense, there's only going to be 4 or 5, maybe 4 seniors, and then a whole slew of juniors. And but we'll get to that more next week and the week after. Excited about next week, and we're going to Dallas Wilson, and we will bring that broadcast to you. We'll get started right about 7:30, and it's going to be a great game. Long trip out there, so if you can't make it, you can join us on Wildcat Football on NETSN, and we'll get it taken care of. And at this time, we got about 4.5 minutes left. We're going to go to a couple commercials. We'll be right just a moment.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, we are back. And for those of y'all out there listening, we just wanted to go ahead and point out, if you're wanting to listen to Wildcat football all season, download our app, NETSN, and subscribe. And the good news is it's free to do. You can download the app, and it will give you a notification every week when Whitehouse comes on, and you just click on there, and it'll take you to our YouTube page. Super excited about that, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Josh, I've heard you say a number of times that it's free, and now what you've done is you've kind of gotten the teacher in me riled up a little bit. And So I taught economics for 9 years. So what I'm going to do is come out and remind you that economics lesson number 1 is there is no such thing as a free lunch.
Really?
And the reality is, when it comes to NETSN, what we taught students in the economics classroom was at no cost to you. Because in reality, somebody's paying for it, right?
And that's a true story.
So NETSN can be downloaded, can be watched, can be enjoyed. Whitehouse Wildcats all season long at no cost to you. But there is a cost. And from the commercials that you saw, you found some of the great folks who have decided to help with that. Because we're sitting here up in the press box, we're looking at hundreds of dollars worth of really good equipment that we are blessed to be able to have and use for this purpose. And all of that is made available because of the fine folks who decided that sponsoring the opportunity for these students to be showcased on the internet and for family to be able to see them from afar is worth it. And so we're thankful for all of those people that have come forward sponsorship-wise. We're thankful for the opportunity to do this, and
a lot of fun
at no cost to you.
Now, I'm going to say this. That economics lesson came at no cost to me as well. But it was at a cost to you, Chris, because you had to put that out there. So thank you for that lesson. Absolutely. So NETSN is the app. And like I said, when you out there kicking the extra point, it's up and it's good. So we're just about to get started. There's only about 20 seconds left on the clock. They're down there. You can see we're kicking a couple extra points just to make sure we're sharp. Quarterbacks tonight will not be wearing a jersey, Chris.
Well, they'll be wearing a jersey, but it won't have a number on it.
Won't have a number.
Yep, just a gray jersey.
It will have a message on it, and that message will be, do not touch me. I am the quarterback, and I have to stay safely on my feet. So, but that's going to be hard because we've got a quarterback that likes to run.
Oh, yeah.
And he's really fast, and he likes to – and when I say we, I'm talking about Whitehouse. He really enjoys running. So if he's not able to get tackled, we'll just see how quickly they blow it dead. But
I imagine if he's a ball carrier, if he's an active ball carrier, then perhaps they're going to tackle him.
That's right.
We'll see, though. This is new for all of us, and without the keys in front of us as to how the scrimmage is going to go, we're all watching it together.
That's it.
So we'll try to make sense of it for you and help you understand what you're looking at.
Yeah, so for these first sets of 2:15, so for those of you that weren't on, there's going to be 15 plays by Whitehouse's first defense and Gilmer's first offense. They'll do 15 plays, and then they will rotate. Whitehouse's offense will come out, first team. Gilmer's first team defense will come out, and we'll just run 15 plays. They're likely going to start at around the 30. We'll find out together. What we said earlier is that the coaches have asked us not to share too many names tonight or any other information. There's some bad guys. There's some bad guys out there, Chris, that are trying to gather as much information as they can on Whitehouse. And so we're trying to be secretive right now and about Gilmer also. And we're not trying to give away too much. So we will not be calling names out tonight. In fact, the numbers are – it's just they're just grabbing numbers and throw them. None of the numbers are actual numbers anyways. And so
well, they're actually numbers.
They are numbers.
But they're practice jersey numbers.
That's a good point.
So nobody knows.
Nobody knows who they are.
I bet some of those guys. Now, when I played, I always tried to make sure my practice jersey number matched my game jersey number.
Yeah.
Since the 3 or 4 people that ever showed up to practice could know who I was. Not
That's
like
right.
It mattered, but
yeah.
But yeah, with a big program like Whitehouse.
You had people show up at practice to watch you practice?
Once upon a time we actually had a few college scouts show up. They were not there to watch me, just to be clear. But yes.
Were they from Miami or Florida State?
Florida and Florida State were
Okay.
definitely there.
All right. That's
back
like
in the day.
the name drop. Okay,
There we
looks
go.
like.
All right.
All right, so we are going to have Gilmer starting on offense. This is their first team. They'll run 15 plays, and Whitehouse defense is out there to get things started off. Like we said, the numbers are all mixed up. None of those numbers are what we expected. So we look forward to here. They're setting the ball at the 25. All right. We're going to.
Coach Wade told us that Whitehouse probably going to base out of a 3-4 defense, so we'll likely see 3 defensive linemen with their hands down on the ground, and that's what we have.
All right. First play, shotgun formation. Snap. Quarterback is back. He's going over to it's about a 10-yard hitch. That's complete for about 10 yards on the gain. Quick tackle there. Well, that quarterback threw the ball as he was coming out of his break. I thought they were throwing the fade because he was running straight down the field, and he just stopped. So great first down for Gilmer in the first play. Snap is back, the hand. There's the give. He gets about 3 or 4 yards. He's down at about the 44-yard line.
Picked up about 4 there. Yeah, the timing was excellent. I mean, coming out in a scrimmage to see the timing work like that right away. And both teams rather conservative to begin with. Whitehouse gave them some space, made the sure tackle, and about a 4-yard run there on the second play up the middle.
That's right. So here we are, second down and 6. And let's see. Quarterback got motion out of the backfield to give a little jet sweep to the out, trying to get around the outside. Defense is coming in. Missed tackle. Whoa, there's a big hit right there. No gain on the play. Looks like he'll be down about the 44-yard line. Great pursuit by the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, number 2 there in the practice jersey, not sure quite who that is, did an excellent job of holding ground at the point of attack and forcing the ball carrier to have to go around him, and that muddied things up enough for the Whitehouse defense to flow over top and stop that for no gain. 3rd and 6.
Absolutely. So here comes play 4. If they don't get a first down, they will go back to the 25. It looks like they're calling a separate play. There's the snap. He's back, looking to pass. Quarterback rolls out. He's throwing it deep to 17. He's wide open. Oh, and number 9, great recovery by the cornerback out there. Otherwise, boy, if he would have thrown a little bit earlier, that was going to be for 6, Chris.
Yeah, he definitely got behind the defense there and some makeup speed. Not sure if that was the safety or the corner coming back. In one of those situations where the pass and the defender arrive at the same time, and so thankfully we don't have to see laundry on the field with the pass interference call.
And we are resetting back to the 25. Those of y'all just joined us. Gilmer's offense, first-team offense, varsity offense, is running 15 plays. They are 4 plays in. This will be their 5th play. And then Whitehouse's first-team offense will come out for 15 plays. There's the snap. The fake handoff, quick out to number 22 is complete. He's across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. Boy, he was wide open, Chris. Just a quick out right there.
Yeah, inside, Gilmer was moving 2 offensive linemen there, so that's going to hold all the linebackers and everybody in the box, and that's going to make it a Whitehouse secondary had better make the tackle situation. And they did. They were up to the task.
All right, so this 6th play of the drive coming up, first down and 10. Single back behind the gun. And there's the handoff to the right side. He gets outside, breaks free for about, looks like 6 to 7 yards. Not sure where they'll mark him at the 44-yard line. So that's going to bring up second down and 3.
Got a good block at the edge at the first level there at the line of scrimmage, but Whitehouse was able to, at the second level with the linebackers, scrape over and push him out of bounds there for pretty decent, solid gain on first down. You know, if you're playing offense, you'd love to look at 2nd and 3 every time.
Yeah,
let's see if Whitehouse
it's a big chunk play there on first down.
brings some pressure perhaps here.
All right, so here we go. Play 7. Oh, got to jump off sides. Flags are down. He's going to throw it deep. That's going to be intercepted. Well, it's dropped. That's okay. That's quarterback just threw it up based on the free play. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they'll charge them for that play or not. Probably not.
We've seen different things so far this scrimmage season.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to walk it off and get a first down. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
For those of you also just who's joined us lately, we've got over 100 viewers watching. We are not using names this evening, and the jerseys have been mixed up. That's both schools are doing it that way just to have less identifiable tape out there for scouting purposes. So we're protecting the innocent tonight and not using any names. Here we go. First down and 10 for Gilmer. Balanced attack tonight. 3 runs, 3 passes so far. There's the give up the middle. He breaks a tackle, spins ahead for another 2 yards, down to about the 46-yard line. It'll be second down 5.
That was open there in the middle of the field. I don't know exactly what Gilmer's offensive line was doing and what Whitehouse was doing to counter. He had a lot of space there to maneuver right through the middle, so I think Coach Wade's probably going to try to find a way to put an end to that.
Well, it puts them over in Wildcat territory for the first time tonight. Let's get in the gun. Got a little motion by the wing. Snaps back. Jet motion. He's throwing it out to him on the swing on the other side. He's going to get to the outside, down to the 40, down to the 35, to the 32-yard line. Pretty good catch and run right there. They kind of put him in motion, Chris, and then swung him on the opposite side.
They like to call that eye candy, moving multiple guys, trying to get him lost in the shuffle and then have him pop back out and pick up a pass, get 15, 20 yards like that. They did a good job with that. That's tough. That's tough for a defense that's, working on a new coordinator, new scheme to try to make sure they've got everything covered. Gilmer, of course, they know what they're doing on offense, and they're going to present problems with the way they move around.
Chris, you lost me after you said candy. Do we have any candy up here?
We do not.
There's another swing pass out to the right on 1st and 10. Loss of 1. Great pursuit by the Wildcat defense that time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that end just ran that down. They had 3 blockers out in front of the swing pass, and Whitehouse blew it up from behind. Fantastic job on defense right there.
All right, so that's 9 plays. Reminder that there are 15 total plays that Gilmer will get to run here. If they don't get a first down or score, they'll be moved back to their 25-yard line. As it stands right now, it's second down 11. This is the 10th play coming up. Jet motion. There's the handoff to the back. Opposite direction. Looks like he gained about 1 back on the play. Once again, good pursuit by the defense. Brings up third down and 10.
Yeah, they're trying to present problems for Whitehouse's front with a lot of movement, misdirection movement, and then running back against the grain. And Whitehouse was solid. No real gain there, 3rd and 10.
Chris, again, Gilmer continues to be balanced. 5 runs, 5 passes so far.
It's almost like they scripted it, huh?
Almost. Although we wouldn't know if they did because we don't have that information.
That's true.
That's right. All right, so here we go. Big third down for Wildcat defense right here. Okay, quarterback looks at the sideline. They're talking about it, discussing. There's motion from the back. Fakes to him. Comes back to the screen across the middle. Tackled, but he's going to have enough for a first down. Just over the line to be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
That was an interesting screen there. They were definitely trying to get Whitehouse to look to their right with the player running out into open field. Kind of looked like the receiver was a bit downfield on that catch, and the linemen were all downfield blocking for him. So, interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, they picked the perfect play. They needed 10, and they got about 10 and a half. So
they've got some big receivers, too.
All right, so 12th play of the drive. Pass towards the end zone. Oh, past a big number 45. Looks like a tight end. He cannot come up with it. Kind of hit after the play. Good job by number 1 breaking it up and making sure he wasn't able to make a miraculous catch. That'll bring up second down.
Got the big fella running across the middle, and then that ball was on top of him, and he couldn't handle it, unfortunately for Gilmer.
Now, there is a chance if they get inside the 20. I don't know if they're going to do this here, but if they get inside the 20, there's a chance they're going to let them go beyond their 15 plays to play it out and see what happens. But we'll find out if that happens or not. There's a snap is high, but he grabs it, gives it to the sweep to the outside, across the 20 to the 15. He's got a whole touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, he caught the corner. They got some blocks out there, and he was able to turn the corner. And if you're playing defense, nothing good happens if the offense turns the corner on you like that, unfortunately.
No, he was able to keep his feet in bounds. It was quite impressive.
Yeah.
And that was the 13th play. But now it looks like they will – I'm not sure if they'll go for 2 or if they just move it back and they're not doing extra points. Oh, they're going to flip it around at the 25, coming back the other direction.
And overall, if you're a Whitehouse fan watching that series, I think that there's a lot of reason for optimism. They were solid on many of the plays. This Gilmer team is very well versed on what they're doing offensively, and they were able to kind of put them in a bind a little bit with motion and movement, and they finally caught up to them, not able to defend the field all the way wide on that last play.
14th play, 1st and 10. There's the fake. Bootlegs out. He's got only one receiver over here with him. He's going deep. There's a deep drag. Number 26 is wide open. Tackled down at the 30-yard line. Wow. So they started with one. That took a long time for that deep drag to open up, but it eventually did, and the quarterback stuck in there and found him. So
I don't know where he came from, but he did a heck of a job of hiding and then popping out. Whitehouse had a deep defender on the bootleg, recognized the quarterback was coming out, that came flying up from 20 yards out or so, and that left some space back there. I think Coach will probably want to use that as a teaching opportunity about making sure that we have the back end defended better.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That'll be a great opportunity. So this is the 15th play. What should be the last. We'll see how that plays out. Throwing deep into the end zone. Great coverage. He drops it. No catch. Is that number 12 over there?
Yep.
I'm not sure what that was, but that was fantastic coverage. He was with him. Maybe it's 15. It doesn't matter. We don't know his name anyways, but that was a great job by the
16
defense.
for Whitehouse.
16. Okay, that was, yep.
That looks like one of those beautifully contested plays that you'll see on a Saturday. Nice drop back, good protection up front. It was just a straight drop back, and we're going to throw that down the sideline and see who comes up with it. Good throw, and
it was a
well
great throw.
contested catch. Good competition out there.
Gilmer's got him a pretty good quarterback. He did a great job with a lot of the fakes. I mean, every time they faked, they got the defense to kind of – they froze him up several times and at least caused him a second or two to have to think about it. But great job by Gilmer. Good job by Whitehouse defense. That's a good first look. And so now we get our first look at the Whitehouse Wildcat offense. And, again, for those of y'all just popping in or they're here, we're not saying names tonight. We don't even have the names. The jersey numbers are mixed up for purposes of we don't have to go into all that again. But the other thing is Whitehouse will now have 15 plays. If they get a first down, they keep going. If they don't get the first down, they'll come back to the 25-yard line, but they'll run off 15. And then after this, the second team Gilmer offense and second team Whitehouse defense will then come out for 15 plays. But here we go.
Whitehouse is going to come out on a trips right look. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gilmer is going to counter with what looks like 4 down linemen. 1 might stand up on the edge. Whitehouse is going to spread them wide and see if they can find open lanes.
All right, there's the snap, little motion. Give to the running back. We're going to lose about a yard in the backfield. Good pursuit by the Buckeye defense.
Yeah, it was a good idea there. Probably wanted to hit that a little faster. That was a little slow developing.
Yeah, he had the blocks there. If he could have gotten up behind him a little bit quicker, I think he might have had a chance to, hit it for a 7 or 8 yard gain there. So 2nd down and 11. The quick pass out. He's got a blocker. Goes around.
There we go.
Some good speed shown by number 85 out there. That's going to be gain out to the 31. About 7 yard gain.
Here we go.
Line up
fast.
quick. 3rd and 4. There's the give. 3 gets across the first down marker. That's a first down right there.
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic.
putting the pressure on the defense with the pace of play there.
They are. That's
That requires discipline by the offense because all 11 have to make sure that they move when they're supposed to and not when they're not. And good execution there on the third down.
That's right. This quarterback's back in gun. 1st and 10. The give. 3 trying to get outside. That was a whole host of Buckeyes there, Chris. What happened?
They did not secure the edge of the line of scrimmage. Gilmer made
not.
it through, and they shut that down. When you bunch like that, that's the disadvantage. If you can get that blocked and get around, there's nobody out there. Yeah. But if you don't get that blocked, it can look rough.
All right, so 2nd down and 13. Not the loss you wanted on the first play. There's a fake handoff, boot rolls out. The pass out to the flat. Number 12 takes it. Pretty good little run. Gain out to the 43-yard line.
Whitehouse, again, using the whole width of the field there to their advantage. Getting some open space for the guy coming across behind the play. Good bootleg action by the quarterback.
Got 10 yards on the play, so that 9 yards on the play. So that brings up 3rd down and 4. All right. There's the snap, rolling out. It's going to be a sprint out to the right. He's got a receiver down. Incomplete. Everybody was covered up pretty much right there. Quarterback gave it a throw, and looks like he's discussing with his receiver right now, and they're going to figure it out and be better next time. So that's down on that's. They didn't make a first down, so they're going back to the 25-yard line to start the drive over.
Whoever that was on the edge there for Whitehouse was fighting to hold that edge defender, give his quarterback a chance to roll outside. Did a good job, fought through it, and just didn't materialize well for them out on the routes. Gilmer had it well covered.
All right. Well, guys, this is exciting. We've got Wildcat football going on. It's football season, Chris.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
no matter how bad it is, it's still football season. So no matter how hot outside. Okay, 1st down, he was looking to throw, and he wasn't there, so they blew it dead.
Yeah, that was interesting. I guess they're protecting quarterbacks.
Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, the guy with the gray jersey, he's not allowed to get hit. So, which is a disadvantage for us because he's for Whitehouse because he's pretty fast. Okay, so 2nd down snap to give. He's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of about a yard on the play.
Can't say for sure what Gilmer's doing there, but by the time the tackle was happening, it looked as there was 9 Gilmer defenders all in one location. So it looks like they're coming hard on the run.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be very hard to block 9 with about 5 or 6.
So 3rd down and 11. There's the snap, the fake. Lots of pressure up front. A quick throw on the out, but it was just a little bit outside. I think the defense pressured and made him throw it a little bit sooner than he wanted to, Chris. So they ball flailed out of bounds there.
Yeah, he wasn't. They weren't exactly. The timing's just a little bit off. Definitely pressured by the defense for sure.
All right, so we're 9 plays in for Whitehouse's offense. They're gonna reset it at 1st and 10 here at the 25-yard line. This is play number 10. There's the handoff. Kind of slipped through. That's a good run. Head for 4 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, a couple of defenders there at the point of attack, and that running back managed to slide through them. Very good individual effort there to pick up some yards. Good number of yards, solid 4 yards.
Yes, sir.
That is a big boy at defensive tackle out there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 6. Oh, here comes the pressure again. Screen pass. Had a chance, but receiver had to go down to catch it. So loss of a couple on the play.
Yeah, I was watching Gilmer's defensive line because they've got some very good size inside. 54 and 70 are very big. And as that play started, they were both untouched. And I was, oh no, this better be a screen or this is going to be bad.
I thought it was on purpose, right?
It was definitely.
Wanted to bang him. So 3rd down and 8. Sprint out to the left, and again he's pressured. Gets the pass off. Pretty good pass, but it's going to come up a little bit 3 yards short of the first down.
We'll start it over.
And that was play 12, so they're going to reset it once again at the 25-yard line. Still waiting for our first Rockmore Hardware touchdown.
Gilmer definitely playing very downhill, meaning that they're not concerned about having to cover things too deep. They're going to try to get pressure up front. They're going to try to keep everything in front of them. They'll play the run on their way to the quarterback. If Whitehouse can figure out a way to get behind them, they might open up a big play.
1st and 10, the quick screen pass out. He's got a couple blocks. Out. Oh, fumbles the ball out of the bounds. Get hit, but 8-yard gain on the play. It's kind of what they were looking for a first down play there.
Excellent blocking outside by the receivers.
Love seeing that.
Absolutely, you do.
2nd down and 2. Hurry up offense. Snaps back. There's the give to the running back. Kind of gets outside. He is going to have enough for the first down. So that was play 14. It's 1st and 10, but I believe this might be the last play for Whitehouse.
That quick run.
And there's the run again. Gets to the outside. Gets around. Well, I thought he had a chance to straighten it out there. Ball is called down at the 46-yard line. That is enough for a first down, but that was play 15. So that's going to be it.
That's twice that the Whitehouse offense went to the, I think, 3rd and short situation, and they got up to the line quickly to run a play and successfully picked up the first down. So Gilmer, I bet, going to look out for that as we keep going forward tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be all. Chris and I will be back. We're going to switch out. We're training tonight, so pardon any camera mistakes you see or anything else, but we're training. We're going to hand off to Jeremy and Jaron right now, the 2 J's. So we will be back. We're going to go to commercial real quick.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, welcome back, folks. Jeremy Titsworth here, bringing you some Wildcat football here on NETSN. Scrimmage in here. So Gilmer's got the ball on offense. Again, they'll get another 15 plays here. Out of the gun, drops back. Short throw, caught by number 42. He's going to get enough for the first down, still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds, but they're going to put it at about a 14-yard pickup there, pitch and catch.
I was going to say that was a great play, but I don't know if you saw the mauling, if you want to call it, down here. A nice pancake by 70 from Gilmer. Of course, I'm a lineman through and through, so I'm going to be watching the big guys. I'm watching the footwork. I'm watching the hands.
You're watching the trenches. I get it. 1st and 10 now, ball on the 39. So handoff around the left end. Still on his feet, number 25. Cuts back in. Good cut. Taken out. A host of Wildcats on the tackle.
I will have to say a little surprised by some of the speed, I would say, that is being provided out here. But we'll see the big boys here in a minute. I'll definitely say these younger kids are putting on a show, though.
Snap. Ball to the right. Low. Is it a catch? They say it is.
Him, yeah,
they gave it to him, a 2-yard pickup.
You know, we saw a couple of big linemen last week, and just looking at some of these kids now, it's amazing how, I guess, corn-fed some of these kids are nowadays.
Man, yeah, you and I, we were at the Brooke Hill and Russ scrimmage. Of course, Russ, coached by Coach Welch, who's former coordinator here at Whitehouse. Out of the gun, ball called for, drops back, throws to the right side. Had a knee down.
Still able to make that catch out there on that far corner, though.
Positive yards.
Great pitch and catch out there.
It's going to bring up second down.
Feels a little different not having a clock and
Yeah.
everything
Third down
rolling.
now. It's going to be a third down. And just over 1. Single man in the backfield. Got an extra blocker there behind the line. Hand off to number 11. He cuts back in, but a good takedown there.
Number 32.
32. Again, these aren't true numbers,
No.
but he's 32 tonight and made a good tackle there.
I did like the inside blitz Whitehouse had called there. Did you see the late man coming?
Yeah.
The smart play would have been a nice little audible, maybe a little pass or something there, but it's a scrimmage for a reason. They're all scripted.
It is enough for a first down.
That is true. I think all the movement in the holes would help get that first down, though, because otherwise that was dead in the water.
Looks like they're flipping ends here. So the Gilmer offense is going to go from left to right now. They were going right to left. Now they're going left to right. Twins on either side. Empty backfield. Now he has a man in motion. Hands off to him, number 11. Trying to get some space on the left end. Gets a little bit. Picks up about 2, maybe 3.
Let me ask you this. It's been far and few between me doing some high school plays. If I had an option there as a quarterback, and I know that was called as a end around there, but could I keep that and run in the scrimmage, or am I just doing what the coach called here?
Yeah, well, especially at scrimmages.
You know, I mean, because he was
you're running.
In real play though, that was nothing but green grass in front of him.
Yeah, you're following the script, right? You're trying to work. You're working on plays. Keeper rolls to the right, caught. Ooh, and the wood was laid.
It was a nice decleater right there by number 25 for Whitehouse. Coming in, looked like from that safety spot. Whew.
Week 1 next week, Jeremy.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
It's these teams are ready. I love the 2 scrimmages, the 2 weeks of scrimmage, and
I don't remember so much scrimmage when I played back
yeah,
in the day.
no, I think they
looking
do
at it now,
more.
I'm like, it feels like there's more scrimmages. I feel like we had one scrimmage and then we started the season.
Started the season, yeah. So third down. About 4. Short 4, short 5, long 4. Calls for it. Quarterback back.
That was a nice pickup on that.
He rolls to the right, throws. It's caught. Of course, Gilmer, they're typically a quarterback factory, right?
Yeah.
Had a little bit of switching and changing last year, but
I think they just keep reloading there. They don't rebuild at that position. But that was great coverage there by number 9 out in that corner spot, but that was just a perfect throw to the outside shoulder there.
so again, this is a second-team varsity handoff.
It's a weird thing to say. I know you and I are used to small schools. We don't have 2
Yeah.
teams on varsity.
Hey, man, check out, that guy for Gilmer. Now he's down. So we'll take a quick break while they address the injured player. We'll be right back here on the NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Welcome back, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Jeremy Peoples, Jeremy Titsworth here at Wildcat Stadium. Now, you typically won't get myself or Jeremy on Whitehouse broadcasts throughout really all the season. You're going to have Josh and Chris. But, again, this is a scrimmage, and so we're trying to get all our teams out and get some reps in. So, Jeremy and I, they got you and I bouncing all over the place. Yeah, we'll be doing some Big Sandy, some Carlisle, some Tatum, some Winsboro, some Henderson. So
You name it.
we're going to be logging in the miles. But all right, so here we go. Second down. Again, this is a second-team offense here for Gilmer. Snaps taken, low throw on the slant, and gets it. Enough for the first down. Then brought down by a host of Wildcats.
It's nice to see that fight, though, to get that first down.
Yeah.
He could have just stopped in his tracks when he had 3 or 4 guys on him. It's a good fight.
But the Whitehouse defense doing a good job. They're containing them. You're getting a few yards, but they're flying to the ball.
That's the biggest key you want to see in this scrimmage is everybody actually giving effort, flying to the ball, knowing what their roles are, I guess, in that defense too.
Not giving up a lot of extra yards.
Yes.
Yards after the catch, right?
Yes.
All right, so first down here. Getting in the guns. Single man back with them. Got a guy in motion. In the tight end spot there. Keeps it, rolls to the left. Little dump pass, a little miscommunication there. Hey, good pressure there by the Whitehouse defensive front, led by 21. He's not turning for.
Yeah, I think it's 21. But, yeah, I was going to say it's definitely a good thing he didn't have a run called there because that was about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Actually, I think it's 27, but a good pursuit here.
Is that a 7?
Yeah, it's a 7.
It's a 7. Where's my binoculars at?
I know, man. So, similar set here. We got 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far, 1 man in the backfield. Quarterback calls for the ball. He drops it back. He's going to throw it quickly. Intended receiver. Ooh, man, he almost came down with it. Just bouncing in and out of his hands. Dude had some vertical to him, didn't he?
He did, but I feel like the coach right now that's talking to number 9 is going to tell him to keep his eye on the ball. He jumped just a second too soon.
Yeah.
Because if that guy caught that, that's a big play for Gilmer right there. And you're going to be – that's a tough one. That's a tough one to take.
The defender jumped a little early and the receiver jumped a little late, I think.
He did. But, I mean, you were in right position being that cornerback over there.
Yeah,
you
position
were
was
perfect.
great, yeah.
Just didn't time it right.
So 3rd and long. Guy in motion again, single back set. 2 receivers on the near. Quarterback drops back. Escaping some pressure. Throws across his body. It's going to be short. They're fighting for the ball. It's intercepted. He's threw in the triple coverage there, but there is a flag on the play.
I think you thought maybe he had a free play, but I'm going to say it's probably holding, would be my guess.
No, offsides on
Was
the
it?
defense, yeah.
Did he jump? I didn't see him jump early. Maybe it was a helmet.
A little bit twitchy.
Yeah. I don't think it was that big of a jump. I'm sorry, if you're jumping that big offside, you better get the sack.
Hey. Well, but it could have been a flinch, you know. I mean, I'm sure
that's what I'm saying. It had to be like a helmet or something, like
and,
nothing crazy.
And again, calling that stuff now to tighten guys up for the regular season, right?
Well, I was noticing a guy earlier. He was playing way off the ball, playing that nose spot for Whitehouse. You got to get up on that guy.
All right, man in motion. Handoff. Oof. Up the middle. Got some space. Now he's brought down by a host of Wildcats, but he does get enough for the first down.
Yeah, that big center for Gilmer cleared out that nose spot. Ball ran right up in the A gap. Of course, I don't know if you noticed 45, or is it 49? That's a big boy.
Man,
Looked like a lineman running the ball there.
Yeah. He running with some gumption there.
I don't know if I want to see that guy running behind 45 at that in the A gap.
No, he's running to me. I'm running away from him. That's why I'm in the booth, though, right?
Being that nose on Whitehouse, you got to – I mean, that's your job. Both those A-gaps is all you, buddy.
Yeah. Easier said than done, right?
It's true. It's true.
They're gonna bring him back out. But no, number 11's coming back. Now they're going back out. Okay.
Take the size out, put the speed in. Not the 49 went quick. There you go. That's that nose blitzing up the middle.
Pass overthrown. Good defense. Hey, I tell you, this secondary for Whitehouse.
They've been nice. They've been there for every coverage.
Good, yeah. Especially if this is the second team. They're playing some good ball.
I haven't seen anybody do the locked in yet. Well, seatbelt.
Oh, we saw that last week. Yeah. And,
I mean, this corner, he's had him on an island. He's done a great job. I mean, the only thing is that jump early, but.
The guy got flagged for it last week. Or they got talked to.
I don't know if the referee didn't know what he was doing. I think he thought he made a different gesture.
Yeah.
But, I mean, from pros to college to high school, everybody's doing that.
You got to stay up with the times, you know.
Got them locked in. Come on now.
Second down here. Ball on the 35 of Whitehouse. Mishandled snap. Quarterback falls on the ball. That could have been ugly. But a good stop there. Good third down stop for the Whitehouse defense. Hey, they looked good.
Yeah, they did. I'm not sure what that play call was, but I was going to say Gilmer is still kind of a throwback, too. They have some fullbacks and tight end.
Oh, yeah.
45 was out at tight end at that time.
Sure.
Looked like maybe a screen to him, which we saw one early on at the other end of the field to 45. But great job by Whitehouse defense getting off the field here. Ready to get in the full swing of things, man? I know we got a full list of games coming up.
Ready or not, man.
They're right around the corner, starting next Thursday. Whew. Been waiting on football all year.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 3 games next week, dude. Quarterback throws to the right. Good reach. Number 31.
That's what you want.
Yeah, man. Good little 5-yard pickup.
I was going to say, get the ball at its highest point there. He had some smaller defenders on him. So with that kind of size, it's definitely what you want from your taller guy.
All right, single back set. They're going to call it dead.
Yeah.
That's good. Don't want to get anybody hurt here. So 2nd and 5. I'm sorry, 3rd and 5.
Just working those little jitters out. Cleaning the popcorn off your hands, you know.
Yeah.
Seen it a few times. Fumbled snaps.
Ball is snapped. Quarterback's back. Rolls to the left. Throws. Brought in by number 19. We'll see what they actually give them for a pickup there. Anything or no gain? They hadn't spotted it yet.
Maybe a couple of yards. From where he caught it looked like it'd be a couple of yards, but they're just moving it back to where it was. I mean, because he caught it at about 29.
Well, they're actually putting it back now at 1st and 10.
Oh, that's strange.
Back at the line of scrimmage.
All right. We'll call it a mulligan.
Yeah, scrimmage, you know. Just getting some work out. All right, quick pass on the slant again. Number 21 brings it in. It's brought down immediately, though, right after the catch.
I have a guess that's probably what the play was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it was either 50, 56, or is that 54? One of those guys was in the backfield so quick a while ago. So, like, hey, can we get a mulligan on that, coach?
Ball snapped.
That's a fumble.
Yep, in and out of the hands of the running back, and
I don't know
about say Gilmer ball. Yeah,
I don't know about you, but have you ever taken a handoff to where your hands can be at your sides?
Yeah,
not as a breadbasket.
Yeah, I don't know,
because he was running like he was running track, and then didn't put his hands up and ran
you know,
into the ball.
And that's what you're learning here is you get your timing ready. You get your timing right, and that's about what all that's about timing, right? And so. So 2 receivers near, 2 receivers far, single back. Quarterback drops back, throws to the right side. Gets a few yards there.
But you know, it could be a play call. Maybe somebody heard something different, didn't think it was a run or a pass.
That's what I love about these scrimmages, and I love how they're set up too, right? And I love that they're giving first team, second team.
Everybody a chance.
Everybody a chance, right? Yep. Handoff. See if he can get some space on the left side. He does. He gets some green. He's still on his feet.
That kid's got some wheels.
Good carry. Yeah, he does. But what I enjoyed was his vision. You could tell how he cut back in, got enough for the first down.
I thought he was going to keep cutting it wide, but yet cut back, picked up a couple extra yards, and got the first down because of that.
They're trying some hurry up here.
Come on, Ref, get off the ball.
Yeah, come on, we're ready. We're ready. Handoff again to number 12. Man, I like that kid.
Puts his foot in the ground on that one.
Yeah, he does. He picked up about 4 yards on it.
That was a one step and downhill.
All right, so second down and 6.
I know I keep looking like, yeah, I think it's 6, but
We should have the clock and stuff in a minute. And Josh and Chris will jump back on for the live quarters.
yeah. I want to see this left side of Whitehouse line right here clear somebody out.
Quarterback drops to his right, throws. Gilmer
Interception. He had 2 receivers there. Instead of choosing the shallow one or the deep guy, it went a little too far.
Yeah, well, and that
both of them.
And that defender did a great job reading the eyes of the quarterback, right?
Yep.
You can
I
tell
think he was in perfect position because he
yeah.
was kind of back to play the deep guy. Could have ran up and played the shallow guy. Quarterback overthrew it from the shallow guy, and there you go.
Got a good jump on it.
Like you said, learning right now.
Yeah.
What to not do, don't make that throw.
Of course, they're going to keep it here with the Whitehouse offense.
Yeah, they got scripted plays.
Yeah. Hand off to number 12 again. Again, I like how that kid runs, man.
It's nothing fancy when he's running between the tackles.
Yeah,
it's straight downhill.
And he ain't scared of it, right? No. I mean, he's just...
No, and I don't know about you, but I've seen, a couple of those guys are going off the field now, but that defensive line for Gilmer, that's the big boys
They
right
ain't
there.
small, are they?
No.
They ain't small.
And he's carrying a couple of them with him. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, I don't know who 12 is because numbers are going to change, but...
His legs don't stop moving. He keeps churning the butter.
No, he's impressing me.
Quarterback takes it under pressure, gets it out of his hands quick. Not a bad little escape hatch play there. I don't know if they called it. Did they say it was complete?
No, it was off the turf.
It was
no
okay.
way. Yeah. But it was a nice setup for a bubble screen. I think if the wide receiver would have been on his feet, that's at least a first down, if not 10, 20-yard gain.
And that wasn't a bad idea from the quarterback there. I think that's one of those that's where that play was designed for, as a little escape hatch there, and did a good job finding him. Ooh, good reach there by number 21, and comes down with the catch. There was a little on his back shoulder, but he made the good grab. Impressive catch there from number 21. They're hurrying up here. Hand off to number 40. Gilmer sniffs it out. He's tackled in the backfield.
It was also unfortunate the running back and quarterback tripped over each other's feet as he was making the handoff. So it kind of stunned the running back at first. He said, what do I do? Maybe we'll give him a fair shake handoff here. Mm. 21 jumped.
Little flinches. Little flinchy.
He was ready to start that route.
It's a nice setup here in Whitehouse. And again, NETSN, our crew will be bringing you Whitehouse Wildcat football all season long, road and away, or home and away.
There you go. The official
Broadcast partner of Whitehouse Athletics this year. Excited about it. Quarterback calls for the ball, rolls to his right, throws the ball.
Nice.
Hey, what a catch.
I don't think he completed it out of bounds, but, man, he stretched
You don't
for it
think
and
his feet
everything.
were in? Was no?
I mean, I think he did, but as he fell, he lost it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't maintain possession. Hey, heck of an effort, though.
That was, though. I mean, he stretched for that, too. And that was a great throw. Quarterback kept it to the sideline where nobody else could catch it but his receiver. It was a perfect play. Just couldn't maintain all the way to the ground.
Third down. About 15. Little screen. but tackle behind the original line of scrimmage. We give a shout out to Coach Newton, AD, and Coach Westerberg, and the whole Whitehouse crew. Been great to work with for our guys. And
There you go.
all right, so they're backing them up now and do another group of plays here. So 1st and 10, they're going to start back here on the 25. Roll to the right. Throws the ball away.
At least he was outside the pocket for that one.
You know, and it's good that Whitehouse is playing a good Gilmer team for scrimmage. I mean,
Yep.
you know, because, you know, obviously, you know, Gilmer's 4A, but it's, you know, Whitehouse is in a pretty tough district. You know, you got Texas High and you got Marshall and some good guys. So, all right, I think that's about it. So,
That works for us.
Jeremy, we're about to give it back to Chris and Josh, and we'll go to commercial, then we'll be right back, and they'll be with you here on NETSN.
All right. This is Josh Jared back with Chris Brody. It's real football time, kind of, Chris. What we have coming up now is going to be a full half, kind of. They're going to run the first quarter. Well, the plans were to run a first quarter normally. Clock stopped and everything else, and there's even going to be a kickoff. So this is pretty exciting. And then there's maybe. We'll see what happens here. They might be practicing a punt. Right now, this might not be this is not the excitement I was looking for, Chris. I was looking for real-life football. Instead, we're snapping back to a punter, but that's okay.
Yeah, Coach did say they were going to mix in some kicking, some not live kicking, just to line up and do it a few times. So
yeah,
I think that's what we're getting here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So after this, we are going to go to a live half. The first quarter is going to be played normal as a game. There's a chance they might run the clock in the second quarter, trying to keep players healthy. It's just a scrimmage out here, and as we know, 8 days from today, Chris, we're going to Dallas. Played Dallas Wilson.
We are.
And Wildcats were definitely victorious in that game last year here at Wildcat Stadium. And so we're heading up there, and it's going to be a 7:30 start. Chris and I will be there bringing that game to you. And we're pretty excited about it, if we're being honest.
We are, definitely.
I wouldn't be dishonest. So
not excited about the drive to Dallas, but thrilled to be at the game.
It'll be great, man. A little bit of traffic. We'll mix in a little in and out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe stop at Buc-ee's on the way.
All right. You're making it not sound so bad.
Who wouldn't want to stop at Buc-ee's? Yeah, we get to listen to some good music, and we can come up with some list like greatest quarterbacks ever. You know, we could debate together in the car ride up. And
I imagine that John Elway is at the top of that list, as you name it.
No. It's kind of like John Elway. Like, what's the top 10 after the first, which is obviously John Elway, greatest quarterback of all time. Not even a close second. Second, you start debate. You know, the Manning, the Brady, the Montana, but. It'll be fun, Chris. We could yell at each other. We could, get mad at each other, and then we could apologize and, stop at Buc-ee's and get some chicken salad and one of those 99-cent sodas.
So you were giving the other guys trouble for the fact that the number slipped a little bit during the time they took over the broadcast. I can't even imagine that the numbers haven't fallen off completely with the John Elway talk. But here we are. Well,
I'm sure there's a lot of John Elway supporters out there. So,
yep.
Yeah, so right now we are waiting. They're doing a couple special teams plays. I don't know if our camera is even showing any of this right now, and that's okay. But we're kind of hanging out probably about 5 or 10 minutes before we start up the live quarter or two. So it's going to be a full half, and they're going to get out there and just have fun. So
I'll tell you what, I was a punter in high school and a special teams coordinator at one point during my coaching career, and I would not have been a big fan of this particular thing that we're doing here.
really,
This kicking on air, non-live situation.
Yeah.
No, the punter, it's just
Well,
you get in your head a little too much. You get to think about it too much. Sometimes when you think about it, you end up kicking a duck. And
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
just
well,
want to go out there and play football.
Yeah, I don't.
I wouldn't have loved this. Is what I'm saying.
I always
I understand why they're doing it, but I wouldn't have loved it. So
my favorite was always on Thursdays. We would do a run through
Yes.
special teams, and
Yes.
you'd have to run down the field, stay in your lanes, covering the punt, and that was always fun when you weren't running against anybody.
did y'all do anything when you played or when you coached during the warm up where you finished with a kick or a punt or something like that? Did you all ever?
Are you talking about pregame?
Yeah, pregame.
Well, yeah, we would run 8 or 10 plays going in, and then we would on the last play it would be like, oh, touchdown, everybody go celebrate, and everybody would run up and they'd be like, line up for the extra point, and we'd line up for the extra point, and everybody would gather around, and then we'd kick the extra point, and then everybody would mob the kicker and the holder, which was me, and that was our pregame tradition. And we'd all get really hyped because that's how we were going to win the game with a last-second touchdown and and an extra point to win it. So, yeah.
Hey, you got to visualize.
Yeah.
Visualize.
Yeah. You just gotta get excited there. So
when I was coaching in Georgia, we had a kid that could punt the ball, 50, 55 yards. And so our very last thing right before warm-up was we'd snap the ball from the 10 into the end zone, and we'd have the entire team behind the punter, and he would punt the ball, and we'd have one return man standing at midfield. And so it would be the entire team coming down the field, all yelling at full throat.
okay.
And so, right before this thing's about to end the warm-up, here comes the entire team screaming down the field towards the other team that's warming up on the other side.
Yeah.
And usually kickers are going to warm up more around the 35, 40, 50, kicking towards their end zone. We decided to kick out from our end zone, so we're all screaming down at them, and a little intimidation factor,
Yeah. That
Yeah,
that
gotta-
does sound intimidating.
It was. And, Joseph could boot the ball, so
Yeah.
half the time we were all the way on the other side of the field there.
I
Got
gotcha.
warned by the officials, stay on your side. But it's
Awesome.
a lot of fun.
Well, listen, Gilmer's punt team is now coming off. I don't know if they're going to maybe get kickoff out there, kickoff return out there or not. The officials are huddling up. Both coaches are out on the field. They're asking questions. Hey, I'm looking over at Coach Jared Freeman right now over in the coaching box, and he's getting ready to rock. And those of y'all that don't know Coach Freeman, he's pretty intense, and all the coaches are up here. We got some Granberries and some other guys, and they're all in their places. Oh, there's offensive coordinator Jake Smith is up here. This is his first year at Whitehouse, so good things are happening. Okay, it looks like we're going to line up for some extra points, extra point attempts brought to you by Rockmore Hardware. Not really, but they're one of our gold sponsors. So shout out to Rockmore Hardware. Thank you for sponsoring us on Wildcat Football and NETSN.
We're going to have dueling extra points here. So Gilmer on one side of the field kicking extra points, Whitehouse on the other. Maybe we'll have a little contest where we just keep moving back, and see who can make the furthest field goal.
Absolutely.
That would be fun.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think the coaches are interested in that, but that'd be fun for us kind of watching,
Definitely.
Oh, there we go. Back at the 20. It's going to be a 37-yard attempt. And it's practice. It's against air, so let's see how it goes. It's up And it's good. He cleared it by about 5 or 10 yards there.
He's
So
got a lively approach to the ball there, number
Yeah.
81. I don't know if we're showing you this. I don't know if you can see it.
um,
Whitehouse with a couple of kickers out here.
yeah, I think they could see the kick right now from the right hash. Once again, 37 yards. It's whoa.
Nice.
That was very good.
Very nice.
Very, very good. So they're going to move it back. Let's see where they move it back to. Sorry, guys. This isn't very exciting. This is all part of scrimmages.
Hey.
So we're here, though. We're bringing you
That's what you want to
live-
see. I want to see my kicker
That's
solidly put a 37-yard field goal
Yeah,
right
I
down the middle there.
We don't have his name, but I'm pretty impressed by that kick. So, yeah.
Gilmer over here making field goals on the other side.
Yeah, Gilmer's they're getting after it. They're going to keep moving back. Nope, there they are at 20. No, he says keep going.
It's going to line up for a 41, 42-yarder.
This is going to be from 42.
Let's see what kind of range we got here.
He's got his steps. Oh, they can't. All right, we're getting the camera over there. Sorry, guys.
And
Oh, it's just short.
no good.
Too bad.
All right.
Oh, well, they're going off the field now. There you go. Those of y'all watching at home. Once again, we've got a live half coming up here shortly. They're working on some special teams right now, some extra points, punts, and kickoffs. Hopefully you'll stick around with us, and you'll get to get some real live football is what I like to call it.
All right, so we're going to look at the kickoff. This is really weird. There is one player on the field, and that is the kicker.
There we got a
Practicing
kickoff.
the kickoff.
We got a kicker kicking.
Again, former kicker, special teams coach. I don't love this. Not at all. Although, for 3 years, we had a kid who couldn't play contact football, but was a heck of a kicker for us. And so he did a lot of this during the practice day. And we set it up just like this, put a garbage can on the 20-yard line, and his goal was to drop the ball into the garbage can at great height. And we put 2 gunners on the numbers, and we would just intimidate people. You want to catch that ball, you're going to get run over right at the 20.
Gotcha. Was there water in the trash can, Chris?
No.
What if
No.
it had rained?
You know, by the time he was a senior, Mark could put probably 5 out of 10, 4 or 5 out of 10 literally in the garbage can.
Okay.
So
Wow. It's pretty impressive.
it's a deep
Oh, there we
kick.
go. Okay.
Gilmer put some folks on the field. He caught it at about the 8.
He did catch it. He was ready to go.
Yeah, he was.
They must have blown a whistle. I mean, that was-
well, it's not live.
that was a great opportunity to go 92 yards untouched, Chris.
Yeah, that
Those opportunities don't come around very often. so-
strategic mismatch there
Yep.
with one defensive player on the field.
Oh, something's happening here.
All right, we're playing
Something's
football.
happening. I don't.
We are going to play football.
All right, all right. Well, once again, Josh Jared here with Chris Brody. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to play a half of scrimmage football. This is going to be live. There might not actually be some of the punts, but here we go. The numbers are all mixed up, so we don't have names tonight. There's the snap back to Gilmer. He's crossed about 7 yards over the 30-yard line. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Gilmer offensive line opened up a hole right up the middle, and he was able to dive forward for about 7. Good solid run
Sure
to
did.
start.
Yeah, 7 yards on the first play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 7. The clock is running. We will keep y'all updated with the time here. And snap is back. Give it the number 40 again. Good tough run over the 35-yard line. Pardon me, to the 37. That's enough 5 yards on the play for a first down for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Whitehouse stronger on that. Got hands on him immediately at the line of scrimmage. He fought through those hands, and then the second level, the linebackers took care of ending that play, but enough for a first down.
1st and 10, little swing pass outside, dropped by 40. They're calling that a lateral, saying that it was sideways. So that's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play. Let's see what they mark it back.
I don't think so.
Well, this official had it as a lateral, but they might be calling
definitely
turnovers.
a forward pass.
Yeah, they might be.
Went just right through his hand. Again, they tried to sneak that running back out in the flat, give him some open space to run with the ball, but the ball went right through his hands that time.
2nd down 10. He's going to gun formation. Back goes into motion. Snap back, no fake, straight drop back. The 5-yard hook, well, probably 10-yard. Incomplete to number 12. He was open, he was there, pretty good pass, but could not hang on. Number 1 in the area to defend. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Similar to the session with the ones that we saw earlier, Gilmer working on those timing routes with the comebacks on the outside. And that one, they just weren't on the same page the way they were earlier today.
Yeah, they connected earlier for sure. So, all right, 3rd down and 10 here.
Whitehouse with several on the line of scrimmage.
Whitehouse brings forward. There's a hit in the back. Tell you what, number 18 came untouched and put the quarterback on the ground before he was ready to throw it. That ball was thrown out into the dirt. 4th down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, good pressure. Whitehouse brought more than they could block, and nobody adjusted. And he didn't know what to do there. He didn't know, do I tag him? Do I hit him? He kind of...
It's kind of like a hug shove,
yes.
A hard shove. More of a shove than a hug.
Yes.
But
put him on the ground, but not with malice.
Yeah, Gilmer's coaches probably were like, no. All right, so we're going to have a punt on air. Wherever the returner catches it is most likely where the ball will start for Whitehouse. Snap is high. Good one-handed catch by the punter. I tell you what. A little bit of a shank out of bounds, though. They're going to mark that down at the Wildcat 40. Well, pretty favorable mark there for the Buckeyes, the 45-yard line. So now the Whitehouse offense will take over. 10:22 left in this first quarter. Pretty good there by Gilmer. Only took about a minute and a half off the clock. And so let's see what Whitehouse's offense could do. I'm excited. As you'll see, their quarterback is wearing the gray jersey that screams, "Don't touch me," which is unfortunate because the refs, well, it's fortunate, but the refs will certainly blow the whistle if he's in trouble. So, all right, let's see what happens here. 1st down and 10.
Whitehouse 4 wide. And they are wide.
Oh, motion. There's the snap, extra blocker. Oh, running back gets hit about 3 yards deep. Ball's going to be marked at the 42, loss of 3, 2nd down, 13.
I think everybody might not have been on the same page there because that looked a little too easy for Gilmer.
Yeah, it looked like they brought the blocker over in motion, more of a run to the right, and he ended up running left. So 2nd down, 13, quick pass out, a good block by the receiver, and they gain back about 5 yards, about 6, out to the 48.
Now, it looks like from the set plays earlier tonight, Gilmer has figured out that they are going to crowd the line of scrimmage and come very hard upfield at Whitehouse because they've got, last time it was 5 around the ball, now it's 4. Oh, they dropped back, so only 3.
3rd down and 6, sprint out. There's the pass, a little bit behind. Run the drag route. Yeah, the pass was a little bit behind there. It's going to be incomplete. I don't see any flags down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an exciting play. Just kind of developed interestingly, and he had a couple of options there. And again, we're doing that quarterback coming out to the left, swivel your hips and try to throw that ball. Sometimes it's on point, and sometimes, oof.
Yep.
Good idea. Good look.
Ball was a little behind him. Receiver almost came up with the catch. But
yeah, that'd been a heck of a catch.
So now they're going to, well, we're not, Whitehouse is not punting on air. They're punting against team, but I imagine everyone will just kind of stand there. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay.
That may be the most interesting punting formation I've seen in a while.
I'm assuming that's a legal formation.
It is. They got 5 on the line.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Solid.
Nice
There
punt.
we go.
All
It's
the
gonna
way
pin it
back down to the 13-yard line.
Yep.
They're going to blow it dead there. So, yeah, wherever they catch the punt, that was a great punt.
Sure was.
Not sure who the punter is.
He did a great job.
Maybe one of his grandparents are watching. They know at home who they are, but we don't.
You know who you are.
He knows who he is. He knows that was a great punt. All right. Well, still 9:17 left in the first quarter. We've got our clock up. Ooh, we're fancy, Chris. We got the clock. We got the score. We've got the team mascots up there. We are ready to rock. Here we go. Gilmer coming out again. 1st and 10. They're putting it at the 15.
Gilmer going to start. Looks like trips to the right. And a backside wide receiver who is split really far. A lot of space there.
Looks like they've got their second-team quarterback in. They'll give across the 15. Good tackle. Gain of about 3 on the play. Well, they're giving him 4 over here. So that'll be 2nd down and 6. I'm not sure. It looks like I can't really tell if both sides have their 2s in or not.
Gilmer looks like they've got some pretty good size on the left side of their offensive line, and they're running behind that. It's a great way to start your drive. You want to definitely pick up as many yards as you can on that first play.
Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, their left tackle is number 70, and that's a man. Just saying, quick slant. Okay, a little quick play action play. The slant gets bad at the line of scrimmage. Someone got their hand up. Good job.
Good disruptive play up front by
right.
Whitehouse.
Ascon bring up another 3rd down. Now, this is an old-fashioned defensive battle so far in the first 3 minutes and 23 seconds of this quarter.
That speaks well for Whitehouse because everybody knows that Gilmer, they are strong on offense, and they're going to come out and they're going to score points. And if Whitehouse can consistently play sharp on defense.
Oh, there's the blitz. He got him again.
Oh.
Ball came out. Scoop and score. It's not going to count because it's a scrimmage, but wow! Number 18, untouched for the 2nd time. I don't know who he is, but his grandmama's proud of him right now. Woo! That was some speed coming off the end and a pretty good hit. Once again, he didn't hit him as hard as he could.
He hit him a little harder than last time, it felt like. He knocked the ball out.
A little bit harder. The ball,
but
on that blind side, boy, that's going to work for the Wildcats.
We might want to see if Gilmer coach would like to borrow some of those gray jerseys that we've got there put on their quarterbacks. Now, I think, I don't know here. I feel like Coach Wade, now he did tell us when we were talking the other day, he said we're going to be all about being sound. And then he said we're going to play the fundamentals and the basics well. And then I think we said the word conservative, and he kind of agreed. But then he said, but if we get to going after him, don't be talking to me about it.
Yeah.
And he's found something out there around the outside.
Yeah.
Gilmer not adjusting to the outside linebacker coming around the left side.
Yeah, I mean that was just a traditional rush. I mean, the guy that you would suspect. There's nothing tricky about that. No corners coming down or safeties. That's just a man doing his job right there.
That's right.
And Gilmer not picking it up. So good to see that on the Wildcat defense. And here comes our offense again. Believe they went 3 and out on their first drive, but we got another crack at it here with 8:26 left. Clock's moving slow. I love it. I could keep doing this all night long. So let's enjoy this while we can. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback's back. Takes the snap. Quick pass out.
Nice catch.
That was a very nice catch. 21. Good hands.
Oh, we're going to Whitehouse is going to go quick here.
They're going quick. 2nd down and 4. Lined up. Snap. There's the hand. They like to run that play. He's got around. He's got a little bit of room. Broke a tackle down to the 40, across the 40 to 39. A whole host of Buckeyes there pushing him out, but that was pretty good. He made a couple guys miss.
Great individual effort there. Finding a path, picking up those yards, getting a first down, moving the chains.
And you're going to see Whitehouse on first downs. They're going right now. They're trying to run hurry up. You got trips left this time. There it is, the give. Oh, once again, good run. Big gain of 7, looks like, on the play.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of coming downhill fast on an off-tackle run like that. And if you can hit it well, I mean, that's 7, 8, 9 yards there quickly.
So the Wildcat offense moving quickly. 2nd down and 3 coming up. All right.
Taking their time.
Big snap. He keeps it. He doesn't have anyone there. He's going to take off and run himself across the 30. They blew it dead a little bit early, trying to keep our quarterback alive. Thank you, officials. But made it down to the 27-yard line. Chris, he rolled out that time. I didn't see any receivers over there.
I got to admit, I wasn't looking for receivers. I was watching the defense to see if they were going to get the right angle on him.
So 1st and 10, the give. He gets hit in the backfield, but number 12 making a move. Gets upfield now. Finds a little hole and squeezes forward for about a gain of 8. Ooh, number 12. I don't know who that was, but that was a pretty good run.
Some fantastic individual effort here running the football by Whitehouse, and they're taking advantage of winning the field position battle through the first couple of possessions. Looking to punch this ball in and put some points on the board.
All right, couple first downs on this drive. 2nd down and about 2.5 or 3. Looked like they tried to call timeout. They didn't get it. Ball gets thrown away, way away. Threw it to the student section over there. It's going to bring up 3rd down, Chris. Wow.
Gilmer subbing in some size on the defensive line.
Yeah, we're not real sure if this is a combination of 1s and 2s.
Well, it's like a game. They're going to play their players, you know? Give them all a chance to play.
Try to keep everyone healthy and give everyone an opportunity to play. Here we go, 3rd down. There's a quick fade to the end zone. 21's there, and ball overthrown a little bit. I feel like 21 had something happen, and I think there was some contact early on that play, and he just didn't get his speed up like he probably normally would have. So incomplete, but it is at the 20-yard line, and it looks like they are going to go for it on 4th down.
Very promising play because well-thrown ball, threw it exactly where you want to throw it outside so that either my receiver catches it or it goes out of bounds. Unfortunately for Whitehouse, it went out of bounds.
There's the snap. Pressure coming up front. Screen in the middle. Wow. The pass to number 12, big 56, got in there and just kind of, or 58, I'm not sure. He
read that. He read that, and he ran with the running back.
That's called disruption.
Yes. Yes.
To the 3rd degree. So
a good thing, too, because the rest of the front 7 for Gilmer was not in position to make a play had he caught that.
And that's absolutely correct. I mean, if he had not stayed out there, that almost assuredly would have ended in a touchdown. So good job by him. 6:21 left on the clock. Ball goes back to Gilmer. They do have their starting quarterback back in.
No real harm done because Gilmer's going to start here at the 20. So going forward on 4th down doesn't hurt Whitehouse.
All right. Okay, there's the handoff up the middle. Finds a little bit of a hole. Number 40, tough runner.
He is very good at finding yards on 1st down consistently.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a fighter, and looks like it's going to be good for 7 yards on 1st down, 2nd and 3.
He explodes towards the line of scrimmage very quickly. That's always a positive. You know you're going to pick up positive yards if you're able to do that.
That's right. All right. Well, they only got 6 yards, so 2nd down, 6. Little motion by the up back. There's the snap, the give, the sweep to the outside. Number 40 taking it out. Big hit.
Wow.
I think that's number 33. He didn't wrap up, but, I mean, partly because that was a really big hit. And,
yeah, they attempted to try to get that outside lane, and the second level, the linebackers for Whitehouse, excellent job being right there.
Yeah.
Set up a 3rd and short.
I tell you what, 40's a tough runner, and he just got hit pretty good there. So 3rd down and 1 short here. Let's see what happens. There's the snap. He's going to give on the inside. Oh, he keeps it himself.
Oh.
He's going around the edge. They didn't have anyone assigned to him. And that's going to be good for about 19 yards and a 1st down, Buckeyes.
Yeah, he had me fooled.
Me
That was
too.
a great play fake. I was watching the running back, wondering if he was going to make it through that mass in the middle.
We can't both watch the wrong guy, Chris. We can't both watch the decoy. One of us has to watch the guy with the ball.
I wonder if the camera guys did better than we did on that one.
They had to have, because we did horrible. All right, 1st and 10 now at the 48. There's the snap, the give this time. He gets it, breaks a tackle or two, gets out about 3-4 yards.
Tough running by Gilmer's running backs here. They're coming.
All right.
They're coming for you.
4 yards on the play brings up 2nd down and 7. Coach Wade down there calling in the defensive play. All right. Gun formation. There's the snap. Back to throw deep. He's going deep down the sideline. It's man coverage. Defense incomplete. Was that number 18, 16?
That was great coverage.
I can't see his number from here, but that was, once again, that was great coverage. I think it's number 16 again.
Textbook. Flipped his hips, ran right with the wide receiver.
Absolutely. He made
Gave up a little speed to him, but put himself in the exact position to make a play on the ball when it came down. Excellent defense.
That's his 2nd pass deflection, touchdown-saving pass deflection tonight. So that's fantastic. What do we got?
We have a personal foul face mask.
Oh.
Which is obviously a lot better than giving up a touchdown pass, but on a great play like that, you don't want to yield yards like that for sure.
That's definitely unfortunate.
All right, defense.
All right, 1st and 10 for Gilmer. Ball placed to the 33. There's the snap. The give to number 42 is getting around the side. Great pursuit that time again by the Wildcats. That's great. These backs are pretty quick, and our defense is doing pretty well pursuing to the outside.
Yeah, the linebackers are flying to the ball. Defensive end there on that one was very disruptive, ended up taking up 2 blockers, giving linebackers a chance to flow nicely.
1 yard gain on the play, so 2nd down and 9. Snap a little high. Oh, gets it hand off just in time. Had a little hole over there. Looks like he went ahead for probably 12, 13 yards.
Yeah, it looks like Gilmer's best bet in attacking this defensive front is to run straight forward right at them, not to try to set anything up or to try to get flow going. Whitehouse defensive backs and linebackers are responding to flow really well, but that straight attack, that forward quick, has given them some problems tonight.
So 1st and 10, the snap, quick pass out, a little quick out by the receiver, big bang. That was a lot, didn't wrap up, but still recovered. Gave his defensive buddies some time to come over and help after a gain of 4.
Some big hits out there. Those defensive backs, they like to hit.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
All right, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play being called in. Let's see. Looking at our line, we've got 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers. There's the snap, the give, number 18 again.
Now, that was a blitz. He was coming. He timed it perfectly. They didn't have anyone to stop him.
Wow.
And you could see he made the play beautifully in the backfield.
I'm going to ask who that is later after we're off air.
Right?
Because
yeah,
I'm
we
excited
definitely
about
want
him.
to know.
There's a little Nick Benito in there, maybe a little Von Miller. Pretty impressive. We can call him Von the rest of the night, you think?
Would not be offensive to call him that.
Yeah.
Not with the way he's been playing tonight.
I've been very much impressed. They're going to have to figure out how to.
I see you, Coach Wade, with that blitz. Perfectly timed. 3rd and long.
3rd and 10, the snap back. The fake hand, he pulls it out. Quarterback keeps it. He's scanting around a little bit, and they're going to blow it dead because he's the quarterback. That makes it hard when you're in a scrimmage.
Brought a delayed blitz from the inside that time. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah. He caused the
waited.
quarterback to have to pick up his feet.
Caused the whistle to blow.
Yep.
4th down and 7. Big play here for the Wildcat defense. Getting some good work over there. Clock's down to about 45 seconds.
Gilmer over there saying, "Hey, we gave the field goal kicker 3 or 4 kicks in between. We don't need to give him this. We're going for it."
All right, so big play here. Let's see what happens. A little motion. Here comes the blitz. They got it picked up this time. Almost got him. There's Vaughn. There's Vaughn, and he's down.
Big loss.
Great pursuit. Couple missed tackle there by number 72. I think I know who that is, but I'm not saying any names. And but that's okay. He missed, but he didn't give up on the play and came back and got the sack. So great job, Wildcat defense.
Absolutely.
Good stop.
Coach Wade told us he wants to see solid assignment football on defense, and that's exactly what we saw right there with some exotic blitzing that definitely disrupted things at the right time. So excellent job by the defense. And, sometimes with the defense you see one area of the defense looking good. That defensive line looks solid. Those linebackers are flowing well. And the backside, they are saying, hey, we'll fight you for those passes.
That's right. Okay, we are done with the first quarter. We will be back. We're going to go to break right now. We'll be back on NETSN. All right, sorry about that. We are back. Thank you, Rockmore Hardware, for being our sponsor. 1st down 10, swing pass to the outside, breaking some tackles, moving quick, moving it down, helmets flying off, all for the 1st down. What a great play that was. I'm glad y'all didn't miss that. Rockmore Hardware, thank you for being our sponsor, and sorry we had to cut your commercial off, but it was worth it for that play. 1st down, Wildcats.
Again, incredible individual effort we're watching here tonight. Blockers did an excellent job to get him the first 4 or 5 yards, and he made the most of that for sure.
1st and 10. There's the fake handoff. He's looking deep. Oh, and he gets hit. That was a good. I hate to see the sack, but that was a great decision. They were trying to hit that post down the middle, and they had 2. It was double coverage, so that he was going to be throwing it up for the defense. So good job being patient and waiting another play.
Nice play fake. They tried to get one guy open down the field, but Gilmer covered it beautifully with 2 defenders. And you don't want to see that, but that's a lot better than throwing an interception for sure.
It is. It is. All right, so now we've got, we're trying to find those 2nd and 18 plays in the playbook.
Oof.
Ask Coach Smith to kind of go down the list and figure it out. There's the snap, roll out, turning his body's got him.
There we go.
Oh, would have loved to see him keep his feet, but it was a great catch.
Yep.
45-yard line, gain of about 14 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 5.
Very manageable 3rd down here now. The playbook's open.
Nope. Not quite ready. Offense is set. A quick pass. Perfect job. Little 5-yard hitch. Nobody was there. Great job by the quarterback. Oh, we got a little scuffle there going on. Hopefully they're breaking it up. Quarterback's involved. We got helmets off once again. No flags down. That's good.
That's good.
I don't think they're using flags tonight. I haven't seen any flags. Everybody okay? No blood, no foul. 1st down, Wildcats.
Yeah, they definitely saw an opportunity to move quick, and in that trips formation, that inside receiver wasn't covered up. And so they threw him the ball real fast and got that 1st down.
Well, and it was 3rd and 5, and he went 5.5 yards, which is what you want to do as a receiver.
Hey.
So instead of going those 4, like the Denver Broncos circa 2023. There's a handoff to the outside. He's getting around, breaking a tackle. No, he keeps going for another couple yards there. So was dead in the water at the line of scrimmage and gained 3, so 2nd down 7.
So we're praising this excellent individual effort to pick up those extra yards. There's another side to that, and that's most of the time when those fumbles come in, when they're fighting for those extra yards. So thankfully we haven't seen that yet.
Okay,
and,
something to look for.
We want to see those guys continue to hold on to the ball strong.
Okay, there's the toss out to number 12. He's
go.
got some room to play with. Dancing around, going straight ahead. He gets around 2 players. Fantastic gain on the play. 1st down, Wildcats, once again. I like it, Chris. We got a little rhythm going now, you know?
Yep, found some space for that running back. Fantastic job on offense.
All right. Go, number 12 still in. He's had 2 big plays in a row. He had to fight for 3, and then he just galloped for about 18. So here we go. Gun formation. Quarterback looks. He's rolling out. Don't blow the whistle. No whistle blowing. He's throwing it away. Great job by the quarterback. Got out of the pocket and was able to throw it across the line of scrimmage and out of bounds. No grounding. Great play. Live for another day.
Yep. That's a couple of times now we've seen like a drop back pass look where he's had to scramble and throw the ball away. Gilmer on the back end, their defensive backs playing the pass quite well. Of course, they've seen a lot of it. Their offense, they throw the ball a bunch, so
That's
their
right.
defensive backs ready to defend the pass.
2nd down 10. Snap is back. The fake handoff. Bootleg out. Another sprint out. He's got a man. He's got a couple. Oh, missed him. He had 85 and 8 were both open on their drags. One was a shallow drag. One was a little bit deeper. And just missed him that time.
Yeah, he had to put it into a second gear to get around that defender on the bootleg. And sometimes when you're going that fast, it's hard to
adjust.
To put your
absolutely.
mechanics together right to throw the ball well.
And it's hard to simulate that in practice because you're
absolutely.
not sprinting for your life. You could try to run fast. All right, 3rd down. Here's a snap. Jet sweep out to the right side. Dancing around. A good stiff arm, but he's got him and pulled him down. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th down and maybe 11, maybe a loss of 1 on that play.
Yeah, that one was a little slow developing there, and I think Gilmer was ready to play some solid assignment football. We're not going to overflow towards the ball. Well-coached team. They know what to look for on defense and not get beat.
That's right. Clock is running. Down to 6. I think the clock's a little bit different for us here in person than it is on our screen. We're down to 6 minutes and 15 seconds here. Sorry about that. We're learning tonight. So 4th down and 11. Big play. Fake the handoff. He's going deep. One-on-one man coverage. He goes up to go. He did a great job waiting to put his hands up late. He went up for the ball, and he just wasn't able to hold on to it. But, boy, he almost had it.
That's several times tonight on both sides where we've had the Sports Center highlight opportunity, and they haven't been able to haul it in. But it sure is fun to watch, I'll tell you what.
Yep, sure is. So, well, we're going to stay right here and just keep on rocking and rolling along. The clock is running, so this 2nd quarter is a running clock. And it's down to 5:30 and running right now.
So just what everybody expected tonight, a defensive struggle between Whitehouse and Gilmer.
Yeah, it's
two teams known for their stalwart defenses.
Both teams showing some impressive offense, but then both of them stalling out on both ends of the field so far. All right, here's the snap on 1st and 10. The give to Big 49. Bro, breaking through a hole, rumbling, stumbling, tumbling. Oh, goodness. I don't know who 22 is, but that had to have hurt. What a run. Boy, that 49 is a bowling ball rolling downhill. Great run.
Yeah, he's definitely difficult to tackle, especially one person at a time. And
bowling balls don't run, huh? I guess you could say they run.
They were able to spread the field there and open up some space for him to get some momentum, and it was difficult for the Whitehouse defenders to deal with that.
That was. Good job, 22, for sticking his body in there with his life at risk, potentially. That was a strong man. All right, 1st and 10 now. Here comes the blitz. Good, very well timed for number 27 coming across. Blowing the whistle dead. Great job by the Wildcats recovering there.
And he didn't make the play necessarily, but if you can catch the quarterback's eye screaming downhill at him like that, perhaps you affect that play by making it, just a second's worth of hesitation and could end up in a fumble. So the outside linebacker blitz that we're seeing here is very effective for Whitehouse tonight.
Well, they're doing the old run the clock down and coming up with the play here. So 2nd down and 9, gun formation. Taking their time. There's the snap. Quick pitch out. It's a little screen pass. Developing. Good tackles.
Usually those are a lot quicker so that the blockers outside do not have to block for a long time. The fact that developed a little bit slower and he still had that space, that was a great job blocking out there by the wide receivers.
Yeah, and Chris, I think that might have been designed. He ran about 4 or 5 yards down the field before he kind of came back around and inside. That was a strange looking screen, but I think he did that on purpose to give the blockers time to get out there. 3rd down and 3. There's the handoff. Number 11 finds a way to make it through the hole. This is trouble. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Boy, he found the gap, and he went straight up and in. The holes did not close.
Yep. Yeah, he was able to they were able to fold the middle a little bit and give him a lane up the seam, right up the middle, and he did not slow down. He took advantage of that.
And, Chris, that was the same player, number 11, who scored the touchdown earlier during the scrimmage part of the scrimmage, if you will. And he was the toe tapper that sped up around and stayed in bounds.
Gotcha.
So I don't know who he is, but he's obviously he's a player.
He was not easy to see. That was one of the things I saw. He was kind of hiding behind those big linemen. Difficult to get a beat on exactly where he is if you're trying to come up from the 3rd level to make a play on him.
All right, so the extra point. Snap is back. Good snap. A little wobbly down, but it's going to be up and good. So that's going to bring the score. Gilmer Buckeyes 7, Whitehouse 0. Clock is running. It's down to about 1:35. I'm not sure if they're going to come back out or not. I know Coach Westerberg is concerned about keeping everybody healthy.
Well, there's not a player on the Whitehouse sideline that's like, let's just run this clock out. They absolutely want to get back out there and have a chance to answer. I promise you that.
For those of you at home that can't see, that is the wrong time. It's not 4:20. There is 1 and 6 seconds left. And it's running. 2 seconds left. So we're waiting on Gilmer to come out and kick. It might take him more than a minute to come out and kick.
I have a notion if the coach wanted to, he could say, hey, we're going to stop the clock here. And
yeah,
I don't know that they necessarily want to.
All right, we are going to go. We will be back. We're going to go to a quick advertisement. We'll be right back on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, we are back. The clock is buzzing. It took a full minute for that to happen. Thank you, Jamie Whitley with Schilling Real Estate, for being one of our gold sponsors. We will have the Whitley halftime show. Okay, so that is going to wrap up tonight's scrimmage. We want to say thank you for joining us. Keep in mind we were training tonight, just like the players. So some of the camera work and some of the technical difficulties we have, we apologize for that. We look forward to seeing all of you next week. If you're not going to make the trip out to Dallas, just sit right there at your house. We're going to have it for you, Wildcat on NETSN. go to our YouTube page, NETSN, and subscribe. Or you could download our app, NETSN, and when you do that, we'll send you a notification each week, and we'll let you know when the Wildcats are getting started. So we're excited about the Wildcats this year. I kind of liked what do you think about what you saw out there, Chris?
Well, we talked to the coaches, and they said they want to see solid football. They want to see smart, solid assignment football, and for the most part, I think we saw that. Saw some special stuff. It looks like the linebackers, particularly the outside linebackers, have a chance to be very disruptive this year and perhaps change the game a little bit with some impact plays. We saw defensive backs that are willing to fight all the way down the field and put themselves in position to make plays on the ball. We saw the defensive line that's willing to scrap up front. Offensively, we saw some individual effort by the guys running the ball. That they are willing to get in there and fight. We saw wide receivers who will scrap and block. We saw an offense that's still coming to find itself on the same page, and it is what it is. But I saw a lot of potential out there, and I really hope these guys don't walk away hanging their heads because Gilmer is a heck of a program. They're many steps ahead in terms of they're not replacing an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, and having to start.
That's right.
And I don't know what their how many seniors they have, how many juniors they have. I know Coach was concerned. There's a good bit of youth out there on the Whitehouse side. This is a great opportunity to start something well.
That's
and
right. Yeah.
I think they went out there and they played well.
I agree, and I can't wait till next week in Dallas as we start off week 1. And, hey, if you join us next week, we're going to name names. How about that? Names, formations. We'll have numbers. We'll be able to kind of fill you in and as you get to know these Wildcats this year. A lot of juniors and some seniors, a couple sophomores starting and playing, and we're just really excited about it. So that's going to be all tonight for Josh Jared, Chris Brody, Jaron Peoples, and Jeremy Titsworth. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated to the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online